country we were traveling around. So this is just part, and this is just couple Emirates we showed, but we showed all 7 Emirates and much more amazing heroines. So please, I want my partner, Kristina Kretova. Let us, by the way, first present a little bit ourselves, because you don't know who is the moderator. So, we are award-winning directors duo, Anna Kamileva and Kristina Kretova. No, but he was, okay, so anyways. And we have our production. We film all over the world, human stories, but what is our, favorite? Louder. Okay. What is our favorite is women theme. And this is how we really meet amazing people and become friends all over the world. And also we have our fashion brand together, also inspired by women we were filming. And Kristina is a best-selling writer, author of more than 25 books. She has also her book about UAE. And Kristina is a high-scale real estate entrepreneur, building huge projects in Russia, like big fabrics. You never think she's so cute, so nice girl, but she is a big boss. And yes, and I want her now to speak and to take over the microphone, because she is a TEDx speaker.
Okay, but you know, we just saw part of our film about UAE, and it was really great pleasure for us. And I hope that you are looking and understand how different and beautiful women in UAE. And our panel is named, past, nowadays, and future of women leadership in UAE. So my first question to our speakers will be to Farida.
You will not present me.
Ah, sorry. I just worry, that it's too long presentation of us. Sorry.
Short.
Okay. Here is, we are directors doing just on right side of me. He's my partner and co-director Anna, and she's entrepreneur, songwriter and music writer, and she just now finished her, you just can listen the song here about UAE is Anna's song. She just make her clip about it with a lot of participants, and we love to, just all our partnership is about women friendship actually, and our projects is about, sister friendship in business. So now the question. I want to ask Farida about past, because most part of us came here not really long time ago, even if it was 20 years. So how are you, just Emirate women who was in the beginning of business in Emirates, feel past of women role in this country? Can you talk a little bit about this?
Okay. First of all, thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure to be with all of you. And actually, if I talk about the past, I will talk a little bit about, how my mother, my grandmother, how their life was, which actually, my grandmother is the one who really experienced the pearl diving, and my mother was young at that time. My mother is the one who lived the oil time, and then I was actually the generation that came after that, where there was much more for women to do. In the old days, as I was saying, actually, and you saw it in the clip there, is UAE women. At that time it was not UAE, it was individual Emirates. Women were very active because men used to go for pearl diving. And of course that gave a big role for women to take care of the house, of the children, of everyday matters instead of her husband. Because men used to stay away for sometimes 4, 5, 6 months even. So that was a long time. That gave her a big responsibility. And that also shows that women in this part of the world at that time, they were not living a luxury life. Like everywhere else, they were working very hard, they were assisting their partner in life, and life was sharing. So that's why you will see, if you go back really and dig into those days, you will see a lot of shareness, a lot of partnership between the two. After that, there was the oil. During the oil, role of women became less, and they were more in charge of the direct family life, which was actually in-house, because it was the man who was out and the life had much more opportunity to give them, so her role shrank. But yet she was still a strong partner. And this is one thing we learned from our families or our mothers, that life is partnership, and there is no one better than the other, because I always put it in this way, I say it's a circle. Male and female is a circle that they complement each other. And it was a big mistake when we used to read in Western or European, media, who's stronger. And that always to create that clash between the two. So we always realize that we have to be much more smarter than to look at it that way, but really to take it as a partnership. I have my role, he has his role. And without one or the other, the circle is not complete. So, that is the past. My mother, she spent her time at home. Even it came a time that they felt, in those days, that education, during my grandmother's time, is not important for women, because she will be looking after her house only. But very soon they realized that is not true, and that is not what our religion also emphasized. In Islamic religion, education, knowledge is for everyone. So there is no separation between men and women, or, because with knowledge, you know what is happening around you. With knowledge, you can be an important element in the success of your community. So all this was very important for us. During my time, as I also, maybe you saw it in the clip, because there was still the community between the battle of whether education, girls should continue their education, or high school is enough and then she gets married and raise her children. Because of that sort of thing, my father had in his will that if we want to study, nobody to stop us, because he knew in the family there were people who were against, us girls, to come pursue our education. That really helped us a lot, because with that will, my mother was stronger to support us, and for me and my sisters to go to US and to study in US and come back with a degree of bachelor's and master's. So looking into that aspect, 1970s and 80s, Dubai and UAE was now a United Arab Emirates. So it was no longer the Emirates individual. And that's the time that even as a government, there was a strong support for education for women in any field. And the government was supporting by scholarships to boys and girls to really go abroad, study different fields, and come back with their education to support. So I was one of the first people who traveled and who got her, her education and came back. So I was one of the first people to start her private business. That was in 1989. And of course, if I say that, you can imagine Sheikh Zayed was almost empty. The Sheikh Zayed Road was almost empty. Only few buildings were there. That just a little short, just to see how life changed during this period. And I always say it's, we women, to be very honest, we have a strong role in everything that happens around us. And today, we have to be much, much, much more careful with all the changes in our lifestyle, with technology, with AI. We have to be so careful, and we are the only hope for a family to stay together. If we women do not be aware of this, believe me, the generations to come, they will live individual lives without families, only thinking of themselves. And that means if there is no good families, there is not good community, and there is not good future. So I always say it's very, very important for us to balance between our businesses, our activities and our family life. And especially, we have to look into the young generation and what are we feeding them, boys and girls, because it's not one than the other, but it's actually how to put their hands together to create the beauty of human contact and human future. Because with everything that's happening around us, it's scary. We can be there, but we can live like robots without caring for each other, without feeling for each other, without being, happy in reality, because happiness comes from inside. Cannot be bought by anything. You can have millions, trillions, but you are never happy from inside. Thank you.
Yes. Now I was listening Farida and just, remember I clipped that how hard it was cut interview with Farida, because we have this festival format. We have only 1 hour. We have 14 heroes, but interview of Farida was the most difficult one, to just make, just cut. It was like, cutting your heart. Yeah, really, yeah. Thank you very much. So now it will be next question.
Yeah, as we have past, nowadays, and future, I want to ask Paula. No, present. Alexandra. Because for me, Alexandra, she has AI. But okay, we all are future people. So Alexandra, can you tell us what you think of women leadership nowadays? So women leadership is powered by AI.
But it's nowadays, it's no mistake, it's nowadays. Robots here.
Sure. First of all, thank you for inviting me to be a part of this panel. It's a great honor, and in the part of the empowering the woman, having opportunity to sit with the Emirati woman who was a founder of the platform that supported women. For me, it's a true honor. And that I try to implement through the center that I'm running. Now, if you talk about UAE in the present and what's going on, AI, not so matter, you can see a big difference, like the support that you were talking about in the past was coming from the families, and really depend how you were given by God, because there was no one to teach you that you should be like this or like that. It's not like today you have so many applicable science on raising the kids and the businesses and everything. And today, you are empowered not only by your families, but you are in UAE empowered by country. Aside of yours, if we talk about Dubai, we have Dubai Business Women Councils who run so many programs to support women entrepreneurs. If you talk about AI, they have partnered with the Oracle to empower women on any level. Doesn't matter, like, are they entrepreneur or they're high-level directors, whatsoever, how they can use the AI and how they can implement it in their work to manage it in a proper way that will allow them to serve their purpose, but to, live in the time that the world lives. This is a great initiative because, as you said, the knowledge. When somebody gives you a knowledge and you have all information, then you are able to make a right decision about preserving your values, having a right thing for your family. You will understand what the technology can do to your kid, and despite you depend on your technology, you will fight that your child doesn't see it until they're 5 or 6 or 7 years old. So on another side, I'm sure you're aware there is a lot of initiatives that are supporting in the terms of the grants for women entrepreneurs and so on. What I have seen from my own journey is the community perspective. Not only from the woman's side, but how the community of the UAE preserving the women who are in business, coming from a different culture. UAE have 212 nationalities living together. The programs of the Ministry of Tolerance are implementing a lot in making this inclusive society in a peaceful coexistence where we are educated about each other. So when we have so many different cultures living together, so many women, out of respect, I have something that is a fashion, abaya, right? I'm from Serbia. My dressing lifestyle is totally different. But I feel pleased that I'm, how to say, in opportunity to be like this. I'm grateful that Emirati women see it as a nice way of respecting that you accepted us, not as something different. And I'm happy that I have opportunity to preserve the business based on our knowledge, our desires, and our connections. Our connections in terms now we know each other, right? We will support each other in these connections. This is how this community is thrive. Not in the way of that, you need to have a lot of vastas or different type of the connections that will help you, that you need to pay for a certain position and so on. There is a fair competition. When it comes to the work that they do and the women in the cultural side, I have seen a lot of empowerment when it comes to the art, the visual art and the painting art. I have seen European, in particular even Serbian artist who was actually the first artist, I don't know, did you know that, who painted all 7 rulers of all 7 Emirates and all members of their family. So there is a 24 paintings, and the one presenting the late Sheikh Zayed, it's actually 1 by 2 meters, including the gold and sand and everything. So to conclude, in the present, women entrepreneurship is in this community welcomed, empowered, have a bright future, a lot of platforms, and I think that being together, and we saw in this movie what women need to give to each other, supporting each other and preserving our families, because we need our families, we need our husbands, our brothers, or our child. Having this, we can just thrive forward to the future.
Okay. Thank you, Alexandra. You know, we was listening to you and just, you know, think it's just how rich Dubai for people. And it's really about supporting connection and not compete, because, you know, we with Alexandra going to make film about Balkan countries now. And it was also connection in some Dubai event, but you just really just have super people here. And this is not about, you know, I really love this feeling of women's support. You know, we're really, you know, just came here from different countries. Yeah, have here Emirates women, but you really feel, you know, some women team. Yeah, so thank you, and it was nice that you also, you know, just we were speaking and you told about the same, about support. Yes, next question will be about future, and then we will have some time that you also can ask your questions. Our heroes. So, Paula, your question is about future. Of course, now there is some point here where just Dubai we feel, you know, there is some, you know, also changes and so on, but anyway, all of us.
A little bit, the mix is that the future is now, and we see it here very well.
Yeah, but we are all here, we love this country, we're still doing and so on. How you see the future? It's the most difficult question, actually.
I mean, thank you very much, first of all. It's an honor for me to be part of this. I think before I start talking about the future, even though obviously my area is to talk about the future, is I need to go back a little bit to the past. And to link back to what Farida had mentioned, whereby women were never absent from contributing. They were just contributing in different ways in the past. They were mothers, they were supporters, they were caretakers, and that list can keep going on. So today, whenever I look at a woman, I see her role today has only changed because what started by leading her home has just shifted into leading a boardroom, or leading a team, or leading a department. So, and this is just to share a story that I've experienced 8 or 9 years ago. I was working at TheBlock at that time. We were holding a sales roadshow in Shanghai. And while I was walking across the roadshow, I came across the head of sales at that time, and I heard him saying to a customer, "Go get your wife and come back." So obviously I'm very concerned because I was overlooking the entire event. I come to him and I said, "Joseph, what are you doing?" He's like, "His wife is the decision maker. He clearly told me he will not buy the home unless his wife says so." So I want to be efficient. I want him to bring his wife and come back to me. And this is a true understanding of the fact that as women we've always contributed, and as rightly said, it's a balance between contribution between women and men. Now coming back to the future and to women's role in the future, and I think it comes back again to the fact that women are very logical, but let's be real, women are also very emotional. And I think and you know what? Some might see that as a weakness, but I'm a true believer that it's the emotion that we bring is what brings that empathy into every logical decision making that we take in business. And this is where we are able as women leaders to create human-centric products, processes, experiences, and so much more. And it's that human centricity is what creates a very productive society. And I think this is where the future of, be it the UAE or the world, it's about bringing those human-centric and very productive societies into our world through, obviously, women leadership. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And you know, yes, we stopped our film on one interesting question. What quality does every woman need in the 21st century? And I wanted to ask, because Farida answered us this question in the film, maybe you can repeat, and then girls, you just 1-2 words. And then I want our audience to answer these questions, and then ask some questions of them to you. Which quality does every woman need in 21st century?
Well, as I said it before also, there are few things, but the most important is self-confidence. If you have self-confidence, you can control other things. There's a big difference between self-confidence and between having, how can I say, yes, there is a big difference. Self-confidence, really, in the way it means self-confidence. You do the things to bring good to others, to yourself as well as others. So, while you are thinking also of everyone, and you are not just thinking of yourself. And with that, you will have the God's blessing as well.
I would not like to be a separate salad. I want to build up on it. So once you have a self-confidence, the next thing that you should have, it's a tolerance. Tolerance not in terms of endure and just suffer. Tolerance in the terms of understand, filter, help, have that human woman emotional moment, carry your family, carry your business, carry your children and the world that is around you with a smile.
Wow.
And I think, again, building on what Dr. Alexandra said, is I think, other than self-confidence and tolerance, being true to yourself. I think we live in a world where it's so fast and it's growing so quickly that we could get sucked into it. And being true to yourself and standing for what you believe in is quite an important quality in women nowadays. And I think in everybody nowadays, honestly.
We take it all.
So it's a self-confidence, tolerance, be true to yourself, and then you add money on top, and that's it.
Let's done, yeah. Now we want you just please present yourself, because we just can see really beautiful women faces. Just talk a little bit about, which quality do you think, add something to our, to our conversation. And please ask our guests, about.
For sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah Ali, and I think one quality is really being true to yourself for what you stand for. I think it's so important to know that this is my vision and I'm going to accomplish it. I think I really love what she said, because we went through a different time of male-dominated to now respect to now woman making decisions who buys the house. I think we're moving very quickly, so I think being true to yourself and never give up. That's what I think women should do. I actually moved here 3 weeks ago to build my business. Yeah. So So I got selected by Antler in Dubai, so it's a global accelerator, and I'm building an AI company. I did my master's in AI in the University of Toronto in Canada, and I'm building the first AI native pen that turns everything, conversations in your booth, businesses, into actual calendar, book meetings, and note-taking. So I want to ask you, thank you guys. I wanted to ask, for someone who's new here, how do we get the support from the women in the community? Because I think we uplift each other, and the only thing we can do is support each other. So this is why I'm here, because I wanted to hear from this panel and know what kind of support, who do we reach out to get the support that we need to build each other's business.
Thank you very much. Please.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the more government-led channels to Dr. Alexandra and Her Excellency Farida. I'm going to talk about purely, as someone who's also been an entrepreneur throughout my career, is purely through networking. The more you talk to people, the more you ask them what they do and what you do, you'll always find opportunities to link back to each other and to support each other. But then I'll pass, because I know we have here the Dubai Women Council, as well as other women activities.
Again, I'm gonna build up on this. Yes. So believe it or not, I work for Gitex AI, which is the biggest platform and exhibition in the world. The people who doesn't know about the Gitex itself, it's actually born in Dubai 46 years ago. Now it's in the 14 countries. It's the biggest technological exhibition happening, starting from here: Singapore, Vietnam, Morocco, Nigeria, Turkey, Kazakhstan, Berlin, I don't know even where, and next year opening as well, India, opening Brazil and the Southeast Europe. The one that will happen in Dubai, it's in December. Have a full program of Supernova competition, presenting for the startups, pitching, grants, no equities, access to the worldwide network of different accelerators, VCs, and so on and so on. So I'm gonna pass to the governmental level now.
Okay. Actually, if I go back, and that's a very good question, because I think we women, especially in UAE, we have all these nationalities as we talk about. I was a founder of Emirates Businesswomen Council, as well as Dubai Businesswomen Council, and of course on the board of that, and then I became the president of Emirates Businesswomen Council. Now, the role of Dubai Businesswomen Council was to put women in business in Dubai together, and to support them by workshops, by, interaction, and so forth. Emirates Businesswomen Council's main role was really, or is, to really connect women in UAE to women abroad in different countries. So on that basis, we did actually, how can I say, اتفاقيات with Serbian Businesswomen Council, with Uzbekistan's Businesswomen Council, with Moscow, with a lot of countries, to be very frank. And I thought, and during that time, I really saw that we all, regardless of our color, language, religion, nationalities, age, we all have so much in common that those differences are very little. So I honestly say, I think this is very important. We can always do one thing, especially in Dubai. Yes, I'm no longer with Emirates Businesswomen Council. I did actually give my role to there, but during all these years, it gave me so much experience. I'll be more than happy to share that with you and to put our hands together. And maybe from Dubai, I know there are a lot of associations, but we can create an association that is really international, that really looks for the benefit of women. When we say that, a lot of time people say, can you help me financially? I always say that depends on the strength of the council or the association that can prove itself and can get the support from the community to really build that, because yes, we have a lot of people who need that, but that doesn't come easy. But I also noticed a lot of times it's really more the other support that one needs. One can tell you, yes, you can do it. This is the direction. Do this, do that. So it's more tutorial, or what you can say, to help them to really find their way in the community that they are living, and with different experiences that can really expand. Today, if we really want, we can talk for so long, but definitely there is no time, because when I said confident, when a person is confident, she will not feel scared by anyone who comes to shake her hand or to feel jealous of what others are successful at, Because that is one problem with women's world. I worked my first years in men's world, and I learned a lot. And then I said, I want to move to women's world to really see how can I help them. To be very, very, very honest, I was shocked at the beginning. Honestly. And I think without so much knowledge that I had, it was difficult to do that. And to do that, I even started a PR company, because I wanted to support our women in UAE. That is all history that is there, but to support them, and especially at that time, fashion, what they were involved in. And they weren't in, and we didn't see all these fashion shows or all these support that women have now. So it was a big step, and we did a lot of success there. So what I'm saying, if we want, I'm ready to look into this and to see who's available here and how we can do something as such, because UAE Women Council, they're concentrating on certain things, but if it's international, it makes a big difference. Today, with contacts all around the world, that can bring women together, and we never have to be afraid of each other, to be very honest. We can only give, and take the good things of each other.
Thank you so.
I'm sorry. Finally, we have most emotional session. Yeah, it's women's session. But anyway, we have space only for one question more. Please do it.
Let me ask. We have a little bit time for another question. Yeah. We have. Because we want to talk. It's so inspiring, these talks. Small one. Oh, lady first. Sorry. It's Elena, Queen of Happiness, official Queen of Happiness here in Dubai. And I'm sure she has an answer to the question, what quality does any woman need in 21st century? And ask our amazing speakers her question. Please.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan is the best event in Dubai for today. Thanks for the invitation, and we are all lucky and blessed to be and to listen such outstanding speaker. Dr. Farida, Dr. Alexandra, and Paula, we are all amazing, and as I'm Queen of Happiness, I have one question. First of all, agree absolutely, Mia, in all words. So be yourself, everyone else is already taken. But question my is, what makes you happy? You and you. You look so much happy. So what makes you happy? Give me our secret, your secret, please.
Thank you.
That's so interesting, because the minute you asked the question, I started running through a list of things that makes me happy. I think the most important thing is honestly family. It's what makes me happy. Everything that I do for my 5-year-old, and that's what makes me happy.
Well, by now you know what I do, we build on. So I will make that as a one word, which is a gratefulness. If you are grateful for what you have, you are happy. I'm grateful for the family, for the work, for this moment, like really, truly, from inside, I'm grateful that I'm in a condition to feel such a feeling, to feel happiness. So this is what makes me happy. If you don't appreciate what you have, you can't feel the real happiness.
To me, happiness is actually, I feel, and this is when I was thinking, what makes me really happy is when I see a smile on the person that, I can give something and bring a smile to other people and I can contribute. To be very honest, I feel I am living, and because happiness is not something that I can touch, so that feelings come to me, the satisfaction that I'm in this life, my being is adding something to others. I'm contributing with something good that everybody can benefit from. To me, that gives me a big satisfaction.
It's the best answers here. Thank you so much. I wrote a book, 50 Shades of Happiness, and hopefully everyone can find your own shade and meaning. And I want to write a book, 50 Shades of Happiness in Dubai. And I invite all of you to be part of my book, please.
And us also. Yes.
Yes, sorry, it's really significant that that last question will be from men.
Yeah.
Yes, that means that we understand the role of men in our life.
But he was first, I'm sorry. Very famous DJ, Jerry Rapera. He is a hit maker. Siempre non dio corazón. He's a famous DJ coming to the panel. But please.
Namaste everyone. My name is Dr. Leo Patel, born in East Africa, Uganda, and from Mother India. I don't have any questions for you. You have answered all my questions. The only thing I want to recommend Christina, when I saw the movie, you said in the sentence, wealth lies in men. Please change it to wealth lies in divine feminine intelligence. Because divine feminine intelligence or divine feminine intelligence is the mother of artificial intelligence. This is important. Please note, we are all talking about artificial intelligence, but the artificial intelligence, the mother of artificial intelligence is spiritual intelligence. And I bow down to all of you because you are all divine mothers, and I respect my mother and everyone, and I'm happy to be here. And I bless you all with good health and lifestyle. My company is known as Art of Living Lifestyle. I'm into holistic health and wellness. I keep people away from doctors and medicines. And I also bow down to my mother because today I haven't even taken one medicine at my age. Thank you very much.
I want to answer you from our director's duo. Christina is a scriptwriter, by the way, and of the film. And the quote, the phrase you said, it's a quote of Sheikh. So we can't change it, and it means not man as man or woman. It's man as human. But it's an official translation. But we'll take it into consideration.
Yeah. So now we should finish. I think I also will take from both of us, but that we are really thankful. We're really thankful for our guests. It was so emotional, actually. And so, it's really difficult to finish. Thankful for you, and it was pleasure. Yes, please.
Can I just say one thing, please? I always like to address women at the end of, what our discussions. Please be proud that you are a woman, because the most important job in this world is creating and actually bringing up a human being. And that pleasure God